Hey guys, welcome to today's video. All right, so here, first of all, I have a little bit of a problem with Instagram. Instagram ads have really got me figured out. They know that I will click on a good indie brand ad. So I have my Instagram feed has just been chocked full of ads for like kind of lesser known brands, indie brands, that type of a thing. And one of the brands that I came across on the Instagram ads was this brand that I believe, based on what it says on the website, is pronounced Omolewa. Omolewa. I'll put it down here so that you can see. That's how it's saying it's supposed to be pronounced on its website. Let me read you their mission statement.
We're on a mission to empower women of color to follow their dreams. We believe that women should feel confident enough to be true to themselves and be in control of their own destiny, regardless of what others think. We encourage you to live a bold life in a bold look.
Fun. So the Omolewa, the name of the brand, it says it means beautiful child in the Yoruba language. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but Yoruba language. If you go on their website, she's got like a big long story about her brand and how it came to be and all of that, which was really fun to read. So go check it out if you're interested. But today I have a few products from them. I have their foundation, their setting powder, and a couple of lip products that I'm going to be testing out. Should be a pretty long day for me, so it's gonna get a good wear test. So I'm super excited to be supporting not just a Black-owned makeup brand, but also an indie brand. Love that. And although it is a brand that's like geared towards women of color, they do have like foundation shades that are appropriate for like me. And they have a whole bunch of products. I just started with a couple of the complexion products. I'm always so curious about foundations and powders and things, especially. What else? I feel like there was something else I was gonna say. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, leave me a comment. How's your day going? How's your car? Have you gotten your oil changed lately? Anyways, now without further ado, let's get started. We're starting today with the Omolewa Pro Perfect Finishing Foundation. Here's what it looks like out of the packaging. Color looks like it'll probably, hopefully, maybe be a good match. Now, I do want to tell you a little bit about what they've got going on their website. It looks like if I counted correctly, it looks like they've got 31 shades of foundation, and I really appreciate the way that they label their foundations. So they label their foundations by cool undertones or warm undertones, and they also label them by dark, medium, and light complexion. So like the shade names, for example, I got the shade CL20, which is cool, light, 20. So it's like the second lightest shade. So they've got like a CL10, CL20, CL30. They also have a shade matching program on their website. And the only thing I'll say about the shade matching thing, I used my Fenty foundation, which is 170. And for any shade matching thing, I always use my Fenty shade 170 because it's like the perfect match for me. And it's a light foundation with pink cool undertones. When I used their shade matching thing, it suggested one of the warm undertone foundations for me, so I'm just glad that I knew that about myself. I got the cool one instead of the warm one, but just something to think about if you check out this brand. Make sure you know what your undertone is, because you know, you don't want to get because if I get warm foundations, I always look like yellow or orange because it's just not my undertone. So anyways, I appreciate the way that they label their foundations that way. Like brands that just label their foundations like sand or like buff, I'm like, what is that? What is that color? Now let's see what they have to say about this Omolewa Pro Perfect Finishing Foundation.
Love your life while having the smooth skin of your dreams. Every fierce face can benefit from our Pro Perfect Finishing Liquid Foundation. You barely feel it because of its oil-free, water-based formula. Think of it as a pep talk of vitamins A, C, and E on a daily basis for your face.
All right, fun. It's got, like I said, shade matcher, features and benefits. So it's light to medium buildable coverage, SPF 15, long wear, easy to blend, does not cake. I did pull this out yesterday and it does have a pump, but my little pump thing popped off. Yeah. It popped off yesterday when I first opened it, so again, just something to keep in mind if you go to buy this foundation. It luckily does just pop right back on and it has a lid, so it's whatever. There it is. There she is. Okay. All right. And it's a pretty wet formula. It's water-based, as they said, so let's check it out. Got my sponge. My sponge. Here we go. Very light coverage so far, but it says it's buildable, so I'm gonna make sure I get it all the way around once, and then we'll go back and see how it builds. And the shade is a good match for me, so I'm happy about that. Okay, so that was 2 pumps, covered everything on my face once. I haven't even done my neck yet. It is very light coverage, but let's see how it builds. So 2 more pumps. So here we are after two trips around the face. So like 2 layers of product basically. And it was really, really easy to apply. It is pretty on the sheer side, and I used a sponge, so I might get more coverage out of less product if I used a brush, but I'm not mad about it. I think it looks really nice. So far, it's reminding me a lot of the L'Oreal Fresh Wear foundation. It doesn't offer quite as much coverage as that foundation though. It also kind of reminds me of my Kiko Milano Tuscan Sunshine foundation. It's not as runny as that formula, but it is still a pretty wet, loose consistency, kind of sheer coverage that builds a little bit. Super duper light, blended out really easily. Pretty comfortable as of right now. I mean, it's hard to say anything as of yet, but let me pop on some concealer. So now I have a little setting powder from Omolewa. I'm just trying to say it like really fast, just in case I like don't quite have something right. So I'm just trying to like blah, blah, Omolewa. Okay, but this is the HD Queen Finishing Powder. I got the shade Queen Nefertiti, which is just their like translucent, it's a translucent version of their powder, but they have it in a range of shades. Looks like there's 6, and they're all named after ancient African queens, which I think is cool. And I think it's cool that the one I got is Queen Nefertiti. Queen Nefertiti is a friend of the channel. She's King Tut's mama. Or no, she's not. She was King Akhenaten's wife, who was King Tut's father. She was not King Tut's mother. Still a friend of the channel though. So here's what it says about our little finishing powder.
Finally, multifunctional high-definition powders that are quick and easy to use while still giving you a long-lasting, flawless look. Ultra silky, no flashback, absorbs oil, non-cakey, photo ready.
Okay. It is totally odorless. I'm not smelling anything, which I love. Nothing like an over-fragranced powder to give you a headache before you start the day, right? So I really appreciate that this is fragrance-free. Okay. Nice. I like this powder. We'll see how it wears. Y'all know we gotta always, you know, I always try to get a little excited, and then I'm like, wait, just put it on. Applies nicely though. Very, very soft, very finely milled. So far so good. Let me go do everything else. I am back now to try out the Omolewa Limitless Liquid Lipstick. I also got their Lady Boss gloss. I got the shade Queening. I actually pulled this out and wore it yesterday, and it is so nice. It's right there. It's a great gloss. This is from when I swatched the lipstick yesterday, actually, and it's still in my hand. I haven't made much of an effort to get it off, but it's still there. So that's the gloss. The gloss is such a light formula. It's so comfortable. It is not sticky at all. It's a great gloss. I really like the gloss. So I might put it on later, but I'm going to include my liquid lipstick in today's wear test. It says it's a 24-hour lipstick that lets you eat, drink, conquer, and kiss limitlessly. It won't budge, fade, flake, or crack on the lips. The only kryptonite is oil. I got the shade Dreamer. There's a more up-to-date swatch. It's a very bright color, so I'm hoping that it works out with my eyes. Okay, cute. I like it. So the formula, super duper easy to apply. Like, it wasn't, you know how sometimes like a liquid lipstick will just sort of get away from you a little bit? It normally takes me like a moment, like a hot moment to put on a liquid lipstick. This one went on extremely easily, which is good because it dries down really quickly. So I'm gonna be including this with my wear test and the foundation and the powder today. So that's why I'm not gonna put the gloss on top of it, because a lot of times glosses will make it transfer, come off, that type of thing. So it wouldn't really be fair of me to like put the gloss on and then be like, it came off, you know? Everything looks really great so far. So I'll be right back. Here I am. It's been probably about, let me see what time it is. I can't look. I think it's been about 5 or 6 hours now. Everything's going great so far. This foundation's extremely comfortable. I forgot I was wearing makeup earlier and just like went in for a big face rub and I was like, oh no. But everything's okay. It didn't even like rub off or anything. I haven't like looked at it in a mirror or anything, but I've been out here outside for quite a while now, dealing with this turkey. It's like in the 90s, so it's been pretty thirsty, trying to stay in the shade. Lipstick still looks good. I haven't eaten yet though, so you know, we'll see if it stays on through a meal. But everything's so far so good. I'll be back at the end of the day. So it's been about 10.5 hours. 10.5 hours that this makeup has been on my face. Oh, I have the angriest pimple brewing right there. Not because of this foundation though. She's been a brewing for a hot minute now. Cool beans. So yeah, I'm looking at everything right now and everything looks pretty good. Everything looks really good actually for being the end of the day. I didn't touch up at any point. The foundation was extremely comfortable all day. The lipstick, as you can see, it's like pretty much almost totally gone. Just kind of like outlining my lips at this point, but I've had it on all day and I ate and all of that, so that's normal for, you know, most matte liquid lipsticks. Cool, yeah, so I actually really like this foundation. I will have to see, because it does have SPF 15 in it. I'll have to see if like I wear it over time, if it irritates my skin at all, because sometimes SPF doesn't always agree with my skin. But I'll keep y'all updated on if anything changes. And then this is the gloss. It's called the Lady Boss Gloss in the shade Queening. I'm about to take my makeup off, so I figure, why not? This gloss is actually really nice though. Like very light, very comfortable, very on brand for the products of this brand. I could describe pretty much all of them that way. Very light, very comfortable. They also have like, they have a bunch of other stuff. They have like some primers and like a pressed powder, I think a highlighter. They have this really big, super colorful eyeshadow palette that I almost got. I decided to get the complexion and lip products instead, but I might end up getting that palette at some point because from the products that I've tried today, I really like this brand. So be looking for some more like indie brand videos from me. Indie brand or like lesser known brands. That's always the funnest for me, is if it's a brand I've never heard of and a product I've never tried. Oh, I guess, I mean, that would go hand in hand. But anyways, let me know if you guys are gonna try out any of these products. What do you think about the products that I tried today? Definitely let me know. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Bye, 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 bye. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Oh, say goodbye to the pimple too. She's about to get gone soon. Oh, it's in the worst spot though. Right there by your nose. Oh, it's gonna hurt. Okay, bye.